Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting and amazing Propagandacast. Me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. We're off here to a 1 vs 1 own Ladoga Karelia. There we go, just briefly to remember the name. In the east, we got Whorunbartertown fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Comrade Stalin, here with anti-infantry tactics, mechanized support, and defensive tactics to infantry, forming up here the Red Army's third mechanized corps, and thus it is Miragefla fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Here straight away with Jaeger infantry, double punch of the bulletins infantry we got there, ambush training, Jaeger light infantry upgrades, Jaeger command squads, light artillery barrages, and the Stuka close air support with the gun and MD4 2 start here. Miragefla forming up the Großdeutschland Panzergrenadier Division. And as always, please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and press that bell button. Helps me and helps you. Also, a big thanks to my Patreon supporters, without which all of these episodes would not be possible. So, big thanks to them. You too can pledge your Patreon support or donate. Links in the video description. We got a second console on there for Whorunbartertown, but I was going for doubling the style, allowing him to get more territory in the early game, and of course later in the game he can use them to repair stuff faster and lay down a lot of mines. But it does mean in the early game he might struggle a bit in a few engagements here and there, but again versus the Wehrmacht, that's not, I would say, need to worry about that, since the Wehrmacht starts tend to be a bit slow, since again they have to build the Infantry company, unless they're going for Osttruppen. Second country squad away there for Miragefla, going for the southern viewpoint there with Bartertown there, going for a more aggressive approach across 3 points, allow him to basically suss out with Miragefla is and Essen, and of course play around that, so thumbs up there to Bartertown, sandbags up of course as well, thumbs up to that as well, good consistent sandbagging. Looks like he's going to try and put more pressure on Miragefla in the south, though with MD42 there, that's going to be a bit more risky there for Bartertown. There, going to suppressed by the MD42. Going here for the car point already. Aggressive destructive play there. We also got barbed wire up here to make it a bit hard for the opponent just to move through here and hit the car point. Miragefla there clearly thinking a few steps ahead of his opponent. He's trying to figure out comes to those grenadiers, so still the car point did get hit, but it's a bit harder for Bartertown just to hit. And some of the retreat is going to be a bit tricky there for him to pull off. One mistake, then he could theoretically lose a unit to it. Third grenadier squad there for Miragefla. Standard Wehrmacht start. MD42 they've been flanked here by the conscript squad. Quickly bypassing a lot of the infantry, pushing the MD42 up. Miragefla's going to try and buy time for the guys to push it back. We also risk losing the MD42 here, so bit risky there for Miragefla. It's already down to half health. In fact, less than half health in a matter of seconds. Conscript taking some damage, but the MD42 ultimately is forced to retreat. And of course, this rotation we probably just should have done it early on, so that way he would have avoided losing 2 men and having the other 2 being heavily wounded. Conscript there pushed back, finally pushed off the car point. Still, the damage has been done. No, actually not a bit. That's not actually a cut up for the south. Silly me. But, you know, still has drawn him in some attention. Nice heading for the southern fuel there. And he managed to push back the machine guns. So I guess some damage was done nonetheless. North side being grabbed there by Whorunbartertown as well. Conscript sitting out there for Whorunbartertown. Grenadiers moving up. Engineers being prevented from rendering the point neutral there by the Pioneers and other Grenadiers. Third conscript ready. Feeling firmly up there for Whorunbartertown, providing troops with precious and most needed healing. Engineers need to retreat before they get buried beneath the cold and unforgiving snow. Conscript mechanic against the Grenadiers and the advancing Pioneer. Miragefla, of course, looking to focus his firepower as much as possible in Bartertown. Up north, we got Grenadiers saying north it's there. Though down to just 2 men, that's going to be, I think, limited to what Miragefla can do with MD42 moving ahead. Would be nice to see some ambush camouflage in the MD42 as the bonus he gets there from bursting out there is pretty solid on the MD42. The thing about ambush camouflage is it basically gives you an accuracy bonus for like 5 seconds, and basically units that have the highest rate of firepower, of course, benefit the most. So heavy machine gun teams, Grenadiers for light machine guns, then Grenadiers for G43, but also Panzer Grenadiers actually really benefit a lot from ambush training. But I would just upgrade from the unit that basically benefits the least is just unupgraded Grenadiers with anything but ambush camouflage, and even they benefit a bit, but stuff like the MD42 can significantly benefit. Seizing the southern victory point there, we got 424 versus 500. Bartertown so far a nice lead here versus Miragefla. Up north, around here by the engineers. They're being overwhelmed by Soviet infantry. Miragefla should be holding up some support weapons to back them up or retreat them. Since it's not like, you know, contesting the point, he's just holding up 2 squads, but they're also risking being bled out there. Back in Miragefla's base, we got Taylor there. Could go for some early Panzer Grenadier here versus Bartertown. There we go. We do get the Panzer Grenadier. They're Grenadiers, but with Panzers. Grenadiers are routed, almost taken out here by Bartertown's conscripts. MG42 moved up there. Raft grenade off here as well on the conscript east. There we go, almost gets a full block with the raft grenade. Nice shot there. Engineers busy elsewhere with mines, in fact, across the map here. No tech yet there for Bartertown. No sign of a doctrine. Then before doing the conscript up north here, pushing them back there with glorious German fire. We got minesweep, or not minesweep, was actually the opposite of minesweep. We got flamethrowers there for Miragefla, meaning he will not be able to detect the mines. So that could possibly pay off there for Bartertown. Of course, Miragefla is likely going to be aiding a second Pioneer squad at some point, so that will likely happen. But until then, he might be a bit of risk there bleeding out and being slowed down further here by Bartertown. He's just looking to constantly play around Miragefla, then so far is doing so quite successfully. There we go, more Pioneers. And I imagine they'll be getting Minesweepers. They'll probably also be the ones building the like to make a nice company for him. Yep, Minesweepers. Again, he's hitting the mines to lay down already here by Bartertown. Thumbs up there to Bartertown, of course, on that one. Back here, constantly enforcing. In fact, all Bartertown right now on the front line is an pair of engineers. There's the Panzer Grenadiers and the MG42. They will most assuredly fall short. It's not like to make a nice company yet here for Miragefla, relying on the mighty Panzer Grenadier with the Sturmgewehr 44, which is also known as the MP44 Maschinenpistole 44, which is sort of the name they sort of hid it under, as they tried to keep it a secret from Hitler, who was not really keen on the whole assault rifle concept until he saw the final version of it and just went, hey, this is actually pretty good. But by then they'd already been developing it for like 2 years. It's a little fun fact on assault rifles. The German one, there's constant moving heading southwards there, constant they're being suppressed. Panzer moving up close. Could try a bun grenade here, the Gebalde could be quite effective there. There's all these Spanish sub infantry. Of course, Bartertown could easily dodge it, but oh, there we go, he retreats. Made just a sight with the MG14 nearby. That's not going to be what engagement. He might be worried he's not going to be able to pay attention to a bun grenade anyways. Pioneers with minesweepers, very good. Back in the base. Like to make a nice group go up. Could also be a bunker here for Miragefla. Nope, look like it is the like to make a nice company. No Jaeger command squad right away. Could of course allow him to pressure a bit more with his opponent and infantry. We got some MG42s on the way there for the Grenadier. Panzer's got itself for the victory point there. We got 361 versus 500. Bit of a notable difference there already in the first 7 minutes. And Bartertown there has got a tank command steadily going up. Again, doubling the units allows to go faster up. And he can actually go for T70 right once it's done. And that's going to be a bit of a problem there for Miragefla, who will need a Pack 40 to stop that. And on a map like Ladoga Karelia, with the way the sort of center structure there, can actually be a bit difficult. There's a lot of ways that T70 could just sneak past it, ignore it. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge, I think, there for Miragefla versus the T70. Though that also does depend somewhat on how Bartertown makes use of the T70. Miragefla is going for the 2-2. With Telemans and such, it might have a chance against the T70. We'll have to see if Miragefla can rise to the challenge. They're going to need some plus to the conscripts with any support weapons or upgrades of their own. They're going to be falling a bit short here. Panzer continuing here around the centre, trying to occupy Bartertown's infantry from doing too much. 2-2 right about down there from Miragefla and the Großdeutschland Panzer Grenadier Division. Northern victory point there being seized back by the Pioneers. We've got 348 versus 500. Bartertown still having a significant victory point lead over Miragefla. Panzers there awaiting Pioneer support. And we got their mines on here for Bartertown. Very good work there. 2-2 out. We got the T70 out there for Bartertown. Still no sign of a doctrine there for Bartertown. Still no sign of an overall greater plan. There we go. T70 continues through the snowy roads. And engineers under fire. The auto cannon shattering wood, but no Soviets. There we go. Pack 40 in response to the T70 light tank. The tiny terror tank causing Miragefla, of course, to back off with most of his forces, realizing they're not going to be able to offer much resistance to the T70 except buying time. Also, quick to pop into reconnaissance mode that he might be spotting out for packs or anything else that could be waiting to give his T70 a bit of trouble there. Thumbs up to Bartertown. Normally only seeing this ability used late in the game to spot for tank destroyers and the likes, but here Bartertown is making much more active use of it to try and avoid any potential Pack 40s that could be set up there by Miragefla. And there you go. Panzer out there, Canone Field ready. Huh, it even makes marks in the snow there after the gun barrel. I hadn't noticed that before. That's a nice detail. That's a nice detail. I guess, by Relic. Never noticed that before, though. It is neat. Grenadiers MG42 versus the conscript up close. Bit of a bad spot, but at the same time, really exposed flank here. He's probably not dubbing into it, possibly because he might be worried about mines here or a Pack 40 there. Again, he doesn't know where it is. So Bartertown is not going to make any like aggressive dives. Unless he's got a bit of clear there. field gun on the way there for Barton. Again, very much standard third pick, since it's an anti-tank gun that can also double as artillery, and in fact it's very efficient artillery, so... Honestly, the field gun at this current stage is probably also just pushing out the mortar just a bit than a lot of Soviet build orders, because again, the field gun a lot of the time is just going to do the same job. Even it costs a bit of mission to use. We got mortar up there for not mortar, mine down there for Barton. Just been saying mortar so much, and then next M word is just mortar as well. Pack 40 moving ahead there. Oh, nice shot on the T-70 field gun that gets a good hit back in the 2-2. Comes there being suppressed, Pioneers moving ahead. And it comes from the southwards, and retreating up north. Hastily there, T-70 back to spotting mode. As Miragefla launches a large-scale infantry maneuver, backed up at the Pack 40. Then we've got the field coming up, we've got a max on the swirl for Barton to help contain Miragefla's infantry. Mines with the spot the mine, very good. T-70 being pushed back here with the Pack 40. Of course, supported by infantry. Thumbs up to Miragefla, nice push there. North side, though, is very open there, and you may want to put more pressure on. In fact, Miragefla's map control is a bit hazardous. And could turn against them very briefly, or quickly, if Bartertown comes up with a great plan for it. Still no sign of a doctrine for Bartertown. I mean, they're all a bit interesting choices here for 1 versus 1s with Soviets. I mean, mechanized is more of a 2 versus 2 in my experience. Defenses see some usage, and infantry is just really just a what choice there. I mean, that one just doesn't really see a lot of usage. So that one's a particularly strange choice there for Bartertown. So what really goes well. We're going points here. Bang Miragefla's base, we do get take up there, very good seasonal initiative he's got there in terms of resource to pull for some Panzerwaffe to strike down the socialists. 2-2 moving here straight into the field gun. Quick shot there, down to half health, and that could quickly go down to, but there you go, Miragefla very quick to pop a hold fire there so it doesn't go away its position to the field gun as it retreats. Thumbs up to Miragefla, nice use of the ability there. T-70 hitting southwards, back in Bartertown's base, nothing further going except we got that maximum calls out in the field as well there. The M1910, a pre-World War I era weapon, which saw extensive usage in the Tsarist army and later the Soviet army. Little fun fact there. Comes over to 2-2-2. Pioneers coming moving up to deal with the conscripts, engaging there with heavy fire and actual fire. There we go, correct to see White Piet on Bartertown's infantry, pushing the conscript too far there. Leaves him open to a counter blow there with Miragefla. Thumbs up, but he loses the 2-2-2. Still, considering Miragefla right now has the infantry advantage over Bartertown, and 2-2 is not that much worth in it at this point. So I'd say Miragefla came ahead of that one slightly better. Pioneers need to retreat though, otherwise whatever advantage is gained there is just going to go straight out the window. It will be defenestrated. Punch going to do here. Still no ambush training there, or ambush camouflage there from Miragefla. I'm a bit sad about that. Again, it's a really good ability, in my humble opinion. Definitely tend to get a bit overlooked. But then sort of the ability can really give you an edge here and there. T-70 going close to the Pack 40. Could have rushed it here, but it's going to basically back off, not risking, say, wanting to get pacified and then cleared out the Pack 40 afterwards. An understandable word there from Bartertown. I'm sure one he's had some experience with there. Max when their hoses away, that's German infantry, but also being hosed down itself by the MG-42. Stainless on a doctrine from Bartertown. We got a rough grenade off here. Getting past the maximum, getting 2 kills from the gunners. Further up north, the gunners hit another mine. Further casualty on Miragefla, so Paul McCoy. Meanwhile, nothing further going on there for Bartertown, and still no sign of an overall doctrine there. His plan remains a bit opaque. T-70 there, about to get hammered the Pack 40 once more. Direct hit here from the Panzerabwehr Kanone 40, piercing the armor of the T-70 light tank, which once more popped back to that. It also effectively just means it's not going to fire back, they're also making it harder for the opponent to get another shot in it, so I guess there's also a reason for that. But very nice consistent usage of the ability there by Bartertown there, thumbs up. Further up north, Gunners advancing the northern field point here, back here, troops reinforcing healing for Bartertown. No sign of anything further there. We got the Panther on the way from Miragefla. He's getting the Panzer lead here on Bartertown, who will need another field gun to, I think, slow that down. and then kill it. Which you can argue is also another way of slowing it down. I mean, if it's dead, it's not going anywhere. Except to hell. Which is more of a metaphysical meaning movement anyways and doesn't count as actual movement. Mortal reversal from Miragefla. Good work there. Bring out a bit more of a spread in combined arms. Thumbs up to Miragefla. They got nothing in there for obviously solid pick. Use there, T7 gram northern points, very good. He may want to try some deeper flanks against Miragefla. I feel like he's attacking too much head on there into Miragefla. Bit of mistake there by Whorunbartertown. And we finally get a doctrine, and it is, to my great surprise, anti-infantry tactics. With the KV-8 shock troopers, reconnaissance flight, via propaganda artillery and incendiary artillery badge. But yeah, that's a really little used doctrine here by Whorunbartertown. Definitely not what I expect to see in a million, billion years. But here we are. Anti-infantry tactics in the year of our Lord 2020. Panther Force sitting out there from Miragefla and the pin-up machine on top of that one. Very good there, very good. Comes the reinforcing healing for Whorunbartertown. Maximum seeing the southern fuel point here. He's going to need that mechanized armor company up soon to really have a chance at Miragefla, who's going to, of course, be hitting him hard with his panzers. He may, of course, need another field gun first. Question is, how will we use the document? I'm guessing shock troopers? But beyond that, a bit hard to say intend to use that. Will he actually be using the KV-8 flamethrower tank? I mean, 2 matches in a row where someone uses KV-8 would certainly be something else. I mean, does this mean then KV-8's actually becoming meta? That'd be even more insane in a strange way. Always using the points here. South there, right next to each other. Grab the centre victory point. We got 217 versus 457. Miragefla 7 behind the victory points there versus Whorunbartertown, who is, I believe, taking up. Yes, indeed. Got the engineers on it. Other squad retreating back so they could assist with the construction of the mechanized armor compania. Panther coming in the centre, backing up the Grenadier squad there. No sign of ambush camouflage there from Miragefla. No any sign of the Jaeger command squad so far. He's basically just gone for one pair of G for the fish from the doctrine. Seizing the southern fuel leading Miragefla's going northern field. We got the T7 going in here, pulling away from the Panther, which quickly dives in there, but is quickly pushed back as well here by the 6th additional field gun. Mortar rain down here as well. Panther moving up again, down to half health, but suddenly putting the field gun in pressuring position alongside the mortar. Gun moving as well here. Whorunbartertown in a high risk situation of losing his field gun, which would put him in a very precarious position and could allow Miragefla to overwhelm him, as then there'd be nothing to protect the Maxim from the Panzer IV. Once that's gone, he could easily overwhelm Whorunbartertown, but he does manage to get the field gun to safety here, though that still means the Maxim is a bit extended. There you go, gun is flanking, Panzer moving forwards here to deal with the field gun. Sturmgewehr firing away there. Far south we got Gunners versus conscripts. Whorunbartertown not quite paying attention. Pack shoots, misses. Frontovic's advancing, and there you go. Mobilize reserves up. Molotov as well. On the Grenadiers, enveloping them in a small inferno in the south. Conscript there managed to get away there before the rifle machine guns of the Grenadiers. Back here, reinforcing. There we go. We got KV-8. We are getting a KV-8. Wow, 2 matches in a row with KV-8s in them. What has things come to? Not that this KV-8 is bad, not at all, but it's just like, it's a significant shift in the match, because I've been seeing other matches as well, to be honest with it, but, you know, it's still one thing to, like, see it here and there, slowly cropping up. It's just another thing to, like, you know, really get it. So let's see how that plays out, though. All the way, KV-8 here versus Miragefla. Panther moving ahead. Here we got the T7 southwards. KV-8 almost done there for Whorunbartertown. How will Miragefla react to that one? I mean, he's only got on Pack 40 in the Panzer IV. And the Panzer IV is not going to be great versus the KV-8, and the Pack 40 is quite wrong with the KV-8's flamethrowers. So this could turn a bit ugly there for Miragefla. He will probably need Stu to help deal with it. Well, not probably. He will need Stu to deal with it. Unless Whorunbartertown handles his KV-8 so badly, he can just easily flank with the Panzer IV cleared out. Up north here, Pioneers versus the Maxim machine gun. KV-8 they're rolling out. Pioneers are pressed with the Maxim machine gun. We got 206 versus 423. North side there claimed by Miragefla and the German army. Thumbs up. Another Panther IV plus another pack. Though, will he stick to that once he sees the KV-8? Will he stick to that? I think that's going to be the bigger question there from Miragefla. Or will he change course? At the sight of Stalin's dragon. And sent out to the fire ring down there from Miragefla, pushing away the troops there. KV-8 moving forwards though. Going to envelop those grenadiers in their own little personal hell. There you go. Grenadiers down to 2 men, getting burned through in a matter of seconds, turned into fire and crisp. Not even their mothers would recognise them after this. There you go. Full wipe. The Miragefla is still preoccupied elsewhere. Full wipe there from the KV-8. And incendiary start there from Whorunbartertown's KV-8. It is just on fire. There you go. Hit the Pack 40 from their unexposed position there. Quickly turning through a lot of the crew. Trees in the fire. Squirrels being scorched. And there you go, the Pack is down now, the Panther Force on its own here, and it's going to struggle a bit with the KV-8 there. We got a second Panther Force out there, but even then, the KV-8's armor is thick enough to actually give the Panther Force trouble, even there's 2 of them. He could destroy the Pack 40 here, would mean, well, he's got 1 Pack 40, but there's still 1 Pack 40 left. He's not destroying it by the looks of it. That's pretty lucky there for Miragefla. That is pretty lucky that Whorunbartertown, for the reason, is not trying to destroy that Pack 40 there. Still, that KV-8 certainly had quite the entrance here against Miragefla. Quickly wiping 1 unit and clearing out a Pack 40 and doing some overall damage. They're going to moving in. Pack's Panther 4 advancing as well. KV-8 being fixed up there. A bit too close to the front line. Thing there you go. Machine gun straight to the KV-8. Pack lands a good hit on the KV-8's frontal armor. Further up north, we got Constant moving in there for the Red Army. 206 versus 419. We got Sandbags up here by the center victory point. You can spot that right at the edge of the screen. Second Maxim out. They may want another field gun here to deal with the Panther Force, or at least bring up a assault gun or tank destroyer. Panther moving in. The KV-8 down to less than half health. Just lots of death, lots of fire. Panther Force charging in. The KV-8 forced to switch over to the 45mm gun. Field gun cleared out there. That's going to hurt Whorunbartertown a bit there. The field gun got destroyed. Oh boy. Another field gun there for Whorunbartertown. Machine gun there, crewed here by Miragefla's Grenadiers. Going now 2 machine guns, 1 German, 1 Soviet. That's going to make things a bit tougher there for Whorunbartertown in a lot of ways. Field gun there halfway done. Grab northern points, at least away from Miragefla. Maxim about to get wiped out. That's 2 Maxims gone in a matter of moments. That's a pretty harsh blow there to Whorunbartertown. Definitely a bit of a mistake they committed to. One which Miragefla was more than happy to punish him for. And there goes second Sis 3 gun out. Maxim destroyed. Mine goes off somewhere by the sound of it. Oh yes, southwards here. Killing several Grenadiers. Carting about that Maxim machine gun. Pioneers round. We got Panzers there with the G43 as well. 13 kills. Vets need 2. KV almost good to go here for Whorunbartertown once more. Close to veterans you want. So what will Whorunbartertown do now? I mean, he's lost several Maxims now and a field gun to his opponent. He's got several tanks out in the field. He does have victory upon lead, so he doesn't have to play too aggressively, try and, you know, stall out here. So as long as he doesn't freak out, I think he still should have a chance to turn things around against Miragefla, depending on what he does and what happens. But there you go, KV-8 heading northwards for the infantry and engineer support. Oh, engineer and field gun support. That's not quite infantry. Both Panther Force shots bounce. Panzer gun in the air being singed by the KV-8. Only 1 shot penetrated out of 4 shots of the Panzer Force. Pretty good there for Whorunbartertown's KV-8. Going to be holding up behind heavy cover. Of course, that means it's going to be more vulnerable to the field. KV-8. There we go. Down to half of ready. 1 man dead. More penetrating to the KV-8 this time from the Panther Force and the Pack. Switching back to the 45mm gun. Field gun gets a good hit. Second field gun ready there for Whorunbartertown. No sign of a tank destroyer T-34 yet. Wait. Don't tell me he's planning another KV-8 tank here. Is he really going to do that? Really? I mean, that's the only logical reason he'd go for a field gun there rather than, say, tank destroyer T-34. I mean, that would be another KV-8. Oh, boy. Artillery called in here, I think up north here. The light infantry shots sounding off. The snow about to get punched through by heavy artillery shots there. The south here comes to advantage in the southern fuel pump. Still got the machine gun then waiting. No ambush camouflage there for Miragefla whatsoever. In fact, he's still pretty much his utility barrages and one Jaeger line infantry upgrade. We've seen no ambush training. We've seen no Jaeger command squads there. Certainly a bit of a strange use of the doctrine so far by Miragefla. I mean, typically you'd go for a Jaeger command squad because it's pretty damn good. Like 300 munitions for a 5-man grenadier squad with G for defeat and ambush camouflage on it already is really good. But there you go, filter up in the Panzer IV here. The double sis. That tree definitely took a beating. The protocol, let's tell me that the tree is dead. The tree, yes, the tree. Okay, I think he's lost it. Panzer guns there routed. Up north, Panzer IV charging in their body in the field guns. Thumbs up to Miragefla. Front which they're being pursued by the two Panzer IVs pouncing like hungry wolves. And they go down just to 2 men. Yup, ladies and gentlemen, double KV-8. Have we actually ever seen that? We might have seen like very, very early on where like the KV-8 was kind of nuts because it could just burn through an enemy base in seconds, but in like the last 5 years, I don't think we've seen, at least maybe in 6 years, we've seen double KV-8s. We got a struggle away from Miragefla, but yikes. Double KV-8s. Things are definitely going places. I'm not sure where, but it's going places. Hopefully not an insane asylum, though. Mortar there being pushed back with the conscript around the centre victory point. KV being pulled back for repair. 7 killed, South H52. Second KV-8 almost done. Stupid is almost done as well for Miragefla, but how will he handle double KV-8s? You just don't see that. You just don't see that. Panzer IV there close to 52. KV-8 out there for Whorunbartertown. Trying to ahead with the content, counting the Panzer Grenadier packed up with the Stug. Panzer IV joining as well, the fun. Granted in the Panzer IV with the field gun. Down to half health, could actually get knocked out here. Oh, lucky one there. One shot did pierce the armor, but the other shot missed. Preserving Miragefla's there. Panzerkampfwagen feed just at hit 52. That would have been a bit awkward from we lost it. Grenadier squad about to get wiped out. Oh, and then go down to just 2 infantry squads. That is definitely too low there for Miragefla. He needs 3 minimum. He's going to have to call in Jaeger command squad. KV-8 moving in here, engaging the Stug with 4 from the guns and the field guns. Bit of mistake here in terms of pathing instead of the Miragefla all the way to the Stug's going to go down. A tragic loss for the German army. Only managed a few shots before it got annihilated. That's going to be a problem there for Miragefla. He's got less options for dealing with the double KV-8. There you go, Pax punching through the KV-8's armor. Pushing him down to almost death, in fact. Pretty awkward setup there by Whorunbartertown. All one that's almost good to go again. Fear propaganda on the center, pushing back troops soon enough. Ach mein Gott, Jürgen, zerfallen chapters from Das Kapital, Alter. Don't read it, it's so boring. I joined the army to avoid such Scheiße. Constantly northwards there. Another Stug for Miragefla, hopefully a bit better cared for this time around. We got 164 versus 378. Barton still got a good lead here on Miragefla. And he still has 2 KV-8s. I mean, you just don't see that. That's just something completely out of the normal, the ordinary. That's something more like at the Twilight Zone. On north there, double Panzer IVs with Vetchi 2 there. Push back a conscript squad there. Field gun nearby. Bit exposed there, to be honest. Right now, if he were to blitz it, he could clear it out easily, I think. Southern point being secured. And second KV-8 fixed up. First one got to go in a moment as well. How will he attack Miragefla this time around with it? And there you go. Second Sturmgeschütz 3 Asphilm-G. Gefechtsbereit here for Miragefla and the German army. The Großdeutschland Panzergrenadier Division. There we go, machine gun there being hammered by the KV-8. Fires pouring through the doors and the windows. Almost swap hitting the maximum. There you go. Annihilated. A harsh blow. That's Miragefla and the German army. KV8 that suffers heavily from the anti-tanks. The Stooks. Stook takes it. No, yeah, the Stook takes it. And the center gun is pushed back here with the other KV8. 9 kills. Close 52. Pack punches through the armor as well there. We now got CoH2 rocket launch to deal with the packs, I imagine. In the south, Panzer forward. Panzer gun to support. Flanks out here. Bartertown southern positions. Almost popping out a conscript there. Dang move here with Miragefla. We got the field gun on the way. And he might be able to rush into KV8 soon there to help deal with the infantry, which is also going to make short work of his field guns. We've got the Pack 40 moving up there. Maximum not recruit. Center, we've got Contra being engaged by the Panzer 4 further north. Contra with the field gun moving up there. KV8's burning out the Panzer Grenadier. Scorching them to eventually flee their ace level. 6 kills on the KV8 field. About to get hit here. CoH2 rocket launch almost done. There you go. Field gun cleared out. Needs to recruit with field guns. Lots of shots there though from both KV8s now firing the 45mm guns on the Panther 4 command tank. Shot pierces. Almost going over the field gun. Other Panther 4 moves ahead. Takes hits from the field guns as well. We got artillery called in on it. Arm moves to the field gun. Thumbs up there to Miragefla. Good aggressive handling the Panther 4. The bit of infantry could be nice here. Falling back the field guns. CoH2 rocket launch is ready, but that's not going to stop him. Miragefla's marauding Panther 4s. His little wolf pack. Tree sent absolutely airborne there. Possibly launched into the stratosphere before landing again. Crushing several squirrels on it. Beneath it. Field gun about. Oh, cleared out. They're both field guns cleared out. There's significant losses to Bartertown's field gun crews. He needs to be more careful with them. He's definitely, I feel like, chucking him a few on the way to Miragefla. But then again, Miragefla is also playing quite aggressive with his Panther 4s and some infantry support, which also makes it harder for Bartertown to easily defend them. So, I mean, thumbs up this Miragefla's tactics. But I feel like Bartertown needs to begin bringing up tank destroyers. Jaeger command's got finally out there for Miragefla, putting him out 3 abilities of the doctrine there being used. Still no ambush, camouflage, I'm afraid. Oh, actually, scratch that. We even got the Panzer gun of these. He's actually now only in need of 2 close edge. We got full doctrinal bingo there for Miragefla. Damage engine, the Sturmgeschütz aus from G. Panzer 4 shoots there, gets a good hit there. 2 conscripts from the Panzer 4's mighty Kanone. KV8's there being repaired once more. CoH2 rocket launcher moving forwards there for Bartertown. I'm surprised we haven't seen a single shock trooper squad here from Bartertown. You'd figure you'd go that, since that's really one of the main draws of going for any doctrine with shock troopers in it. Shock troopers. So I'm a bit surprised at that, really. I mean, he has used Fear Propaganda artillery. Bomb grenade off, but it's dodged. Field gun meanwhile also got the full Panzer squad there. Troops heading southwards there. Getting off close, it could get hit by CoH2 rocket launcher barrage there. Possibly, if we can see them or guess up where they are. We'll have to see what he does. Or shoots after the Pack 4 to be alternate ways, I think. And the classic again. In this case, the rocket barrage is a bit awkward and misses the Packs quite spectacularly. Except for R2, who gets hit by a rocket. Heading for the northern victory point there. KV8 setting out. Need to get both going. And again, needs a tank destroyer and some armor to back up the KV8s here. Grenadiers back in the building, and then quickly getting out of the building, in fact far away from it, as A, it's already smouldering, and B, there's a flamethrower tank moving up. And as Mother always said, don't be in a building there's a damn flamethrower tank about. That's just going to get you killed. My mother always had some very specific advice. Issued 5 tanks all over for Bartertown. We've got the Panther 4 Stu hitting northwards to deal with the infantry. Stu, of course, ready there to deal with the KV8s. Operating closely there. Sandbags shattered by the Panzer 4's mighty 75mm high explosive shells. KV8's on the move. HU-5 slowly approaching there for the 3rd Mechanized Corps front. KV8 moving up, field gun backing up. Other KV8 hanging back here, and there goes shots fired. Stug takes a hit. Shot bounces off the KV8 hitting from the Stug. We got 149, this is 366 up north. Panzer going to be advancing here. Constables there being pushed back by the near Sellers Panzer Grenadier. The guns and belief in the fatherland too much for the conscripts to deal with. Their resolve as strong as Kruppsteel. Their bodies not quite. But there you go. HU-5 tanks right there for Bartertown. Keep it hanging back. Field gun as well. Far south here, Grenadiers was the conscripts. Machine gun opening up as well there. Close 53. Panther 4 charging ahead here. Front of Vicks moving ahead. We got Pioneers backing up. We got the Packs as well there. Waiting for something to move into the trap. Then just get hammered with the Packs up north. Not much happening either. A bit of a standstill here. Tank should be able to turn around. There you go. Katyusha rocket launcher here. Straight into the midst here of Miragefla southern positions. Most of the rockets once more missed the target. That's really rubbish slightly in targeting by Bartertown. Panther 4 there. Damage engine. Oh, gets a kill. There you go. Sending a barrage there. Catching the pack and the machine gun. Fitting to burn them up both. KV8 they're burning away the troops as well there. Pack cleared up. Machine about to get wiped out as well. They could actually push through, I think, now with the sufficiently coordinated assault here. But so far, things are not panning out like that for Bartertown. Doesn't have enough momentum. Not enough infantry. And didn't have enough coordination. Far up north, meanwhile, KV8 they've engaged with the Stug and the Panther 4. Going here for the Pioneers. We've got 116 versus 365. Bartertown remains in a significant lead here in victory points over Miragefla and the German army. Shots fired there. Conscript ahead. KV8 being fixed up. Conscript catching the Panther 4. Close to it's 3 on that one. The ace back hitch has been forcing. Damage engine there. Incendiary artillery ready again here for Bartertown. Still no sign of shock troopers. As for Miragefla, he's got tier 4 ready, but no sign of the building as of yet. Oh, they're going to pop in there and there. Oh, he might execute the click on the machine gun. Nope. Most of this isn't panning out there. We got 9 kills on the T2. And we got another Stug on the way from Miragefla to deal with Bartertown's KV8s. The double KV8s trying to prove to be a bit cheeky there. Issue for land to go hit. Panther 4 in fact down to less than half health. Oh dear. Issue found hot pursuit cabling in there. Character collect the pack 40. Calling incendiary artillery on it. Second Stug almost done. Burning through the pack crew. Matter of seconds. Burning up there. We got incendiary artillery corner as well just to make sure no one survives the inferno. Target weak point goes off. There you go. More fire unleashed. Pack crew burns to a crisp. Ashes is all that is left. Machine gun also being caught up in that personal hell there that Bartertown has unleashed upon them. Grenadiers also being scorched up. Just so much fire, so much death and pain. Panther 4 and Stug support pushing through. The center going to try and outmaneuver here. Bartertown southern push, but the KV8's ready to block, giving I think other units time to win to block off further. Both KV8s now using the 45mm guns here. Stug moving up aggressively so. Other students again as well. Stug taking a few shots from the KV8s. KV8 down to half health. More shots being fired. H85 there. Veterans 1. Shots continue to bounce off the KV8's front llama. Second Stug moving in here. Got the H85 down to half health there. Panther 4's pushing ahead back up with the Stug. There we go. Trying to take out the H85. There you go. Destroying Bartertown's one and only tank. So with the loss of the field guns, he's done just 2 KV8s to deal with Miragefla's Panther 4 and Stug. And there you go. Artillery fire raining down. Jaeger command squad almost done. Stug less than half health. KV8's churning through them. Both at G2 there. Stug opening up there. Could take out the KV8. Shot bounces though. Shot bounces. Oh dear, damage engine. Might have made a mistake there with the Stug. Arc 9. KV8's escaped. Field gun recruit. Jaeger command squad down. Need to replace that one and probably consider more infantry overall. Stug trying to escape here, but there's no escape from the 63 divisional field gun out of that range. But that infantry support. And there you go, Stug kaput. Panthers in Norfolk. Second Stug again on the way from Miragefla. Both KV8s in repairs. Another field gun again on the way from Bartertown. Which was rocket launcher for 4 kills. And there you go, Panther 4 there charging forwards. Close to the ace level. Which means you'd have then 2 ace Panther 4s. Quite impressive. And there you go, field gun destroyed. Back to just 1 field gun. It's going to go for another tank destroyer. In fact, he didn't finish the first. The other one will get going there. So I'm guessing another H85 here for Bartertown. Katyusha almost good to go there for Bartertown. Still surprised the lack of shock troopers. There you go, another H85 there for Bartertown. Another medium tank destroyer. The H85, but roughly by 1945, I think February or March, will be replaced by the Issue 100 tank destroyer. At least that's the plan. Even though I think we didn't quite have enough numbers to fully replace it. Running up for another assault with the KV8, it seems like Katyusha is moving up as well. Can't start the building there. Taking a few punches there from Miragefla's Panzer 4. And more importantly, the Stugs. 1 close between there. Katyusha rocket launches striking down with rockets. Mostly armor, less efficient there for Bartertown, to be honest. So far, the grenades also managed to dodge most of it, but there you go. Half a unit gone, the blink from down the south. Pack 40 here being grabbed, but we got the Ace now, Panther 4 there, engaging it. KB moving to deal with the Panther 4 shot. Bounces need the tanks are down there, and the other tank, field gun and whatnot. Pack cleared out there by Miragefla. Ace Panther 4 got the Jaeger commands going to retain front of the KV8s, trying to destroy the Pack 40. Both KV8s now engaging it with the 45mm guns. Stuke's engaging here from the other side, basically two there. Other Ace Panther rolling in there. Tank disrupted up with the Panther 4. Shot bounces or misses. Contact with the anti-tank grenade and the Stuke now basically two as well. The Panther 4 taking further shots. HG5 down to half health. Stuke hammers away there. Second Stuke moving up as well there. HG5 down to a quarter of health here. Panther 4 almost guarded. Shot bounces at that range. Panther 4's main gun out. HG5 takes out the Ace Panther 4. KB8's punching over the small 45mm guns. The other Ace Panther 4 despite having a damage changing moves in. Stuke there needs to pull back. Half. Waits eventually free, gets the KV8, that pushes through the smoke, doesn't care. Taken out by the HG5. Stuke number 2 goes in, avenges these almost Ace Stuke there. Remaining KV8 close to the Ace level, then engaging the Stuke at close quarters. Shotgun through anti-tank grenade will damage the engine. Crazy fighting here between Whorunbartertown and Miragefla. Heavy armored losses. KV8 now racing, at least attempting to race past the Stuke, but the Panther's not quite aligned for that. Damaged engine from the Jaeger command squad. Almost got the Stuke. Almost. Stuke desperately trying to go away. Shot bounces. Stuke does not bounce. Neither vets need 2 Stuke. Shot missed. Stuke gets the other KV8. Whorunbartertown has no tanks left. And the Stuke finally is knocked out there. We got 65 versus 303. Miragefla is barely hanging on. He's got an Ace Panther 4 there though, so it's not all bad. He still has a reasonable amount of infantry, whereas Whorunbartertown is struggling a bit there in that department. The Katyusha sadly has failed Whorunbartertown at this point as an investment. It's only gotten him 6 kills. He'd probably been better off with the T-34 some mortars, I think, to be honest, to be fair. I also feel like a bunch of mines would help Whorunbartertown a lot there versus Miragefla as well. Grab the centre victory point, need to grab this northern one as well, if possible. Like at this point, if you just bleed out Miragefla fast enough, they should still have a chance. Get the Katyusha rocket launcher firing off though. Trying to get that machine gun, but the rockets are having a bit of a hard time missing due to some of the terrain. They're absorbing some of the rocket blasts. But there you go. Can't absorb that one. Direct hit. Machine gun team utterly gone. Far north, you're heading for the victory point there, but we got the Ace Panther gun in here with G33s and 27 kills. Engaging the enemies head on and practically executing them. So 10 kills on the Katyusha. That was a slight improvement there. More Continental cancels it. He's going to go for T-34. Is he going to transfer it for another KV-8? Well, that'd be something. Engineers retreating. Northern munition big C7 engineers. Mine's done there some time ago, I imagine. Got the Panther 4 sitting out there for Miragefla. Catching the conscious there. With accurate and well laid firepower there. And a full wipe. Good lord. We got the Pack 40 there under command of Whorunbartertown. We got until it's called in, but it's all being focused on heavily by all the infantry. And there you go, the Ace Panther 4. 49 kills, almost 50. Trying to destroy the Pack 4, deny it to Whorunbartertown anymore. T-34 for Whorunbartertown. I feel like at this point it might be a bad bit too late for Whorunbartertown here versus Miragefla. Panther 4 having a hard time hitting the Pack 40, but it's just not moving. There we go, got the Pack 40. We got 65 versus 278. In theory, Whorunbartertown could still win this. I mean, he still has his opponent low on victory points, but the odds are not what you'd call in his favor. He's down just infantry squad. He's got a T-34 on the way, but versus 2 Panther 4s, including an Ace Panther 4 and a still working Pack 40. It's going to be a bit hard time for Whorunbartertown to really gain any leverage with the T-34. Not impossible, though. Not impossible, but it's going to be tough for sure. That's a sort of love nest or Joe challenge that can be done, but again requires you to be, you know, Joe or love nest. We'll have to see if Whorunbartertown can rub elbows with those guys. All the way T-34 to construct for Whorunbartertown. Jaeger command squad again here for Miragefla. Will he ever go for some shock troopers? I'm still surprised he didn't go in for anyone here. I mean, It's been a pretty long match when we haven't seen a single shotgun squad. Another field gun there for Whorunbartertown here versus Miragefla. 51 kills. D34 lands a good hit down the frontal armor. North here, you got infantry being hit, machine guns, mortars as well. Grabbing the southern fuel. Field gun almost done. Panzer IV shoots and misses. Kons goes around it. T-34 moving up, shoots and misses. The Jaeger command squad holds the line in the now rather scorched snow. What was once white and pristine is now covered in, well, a lot of scorch marks. Probably a bit of blood. Panzer he sees in the northern point, 32 kills. Ambushed and ready to murder someone if they poke their nose out too far. Panzer's making a push here for Whorunbartertown space. There we go, engaging the T-34 head on. Miragefla getting aggressive, getting bold. Mortar there takes a minor hit there from the Panzer Force. And there we go, forced to retreat already. Pocket target there, continue to murder with that Whorunbartertown's infantry. Damaged engine, 54 kills though. Farther north, we got point being still held by the Propagandacaster, no further movement there. More comfortable for Whorunbartertown. The situation is looking pretty grim. He's struggling with the victory points even. Like, I feel like one of the issues is Whorunbartertown just keeps attacking head on with Miragefla. Should be looking to like leverage the terrain to like find more favourable ground and hit Miragefla from angles he's not expecting. Instead, he just keeps attacking straight into every gun he has, which is typically less than efficient. Of course, it's great for Miragefla if he does that. Good use rocket launcher firing, and again, they get choosy. Well, it's definitely had some good kills here and there. It's also, I feel like whiffed a bunch, but there you go. Does get the Pack 40. In fact, it's starting to really catch on, but it's taking us quite some time to get there. Feeling about to get murdered with the Panzergrenadier in the Jaeger command squad. Plus here we got a Stug on the way again here from Miragefla, taking no chance of that with his opponent. Thumbs up there. We got 65 as 196. Situation for Whorunbartertown is still looking pretty dicey. We got another transport there with mobilized reserves up on it. T-34 arrives to assist. Lands a nice hit there, very good. Stug almost done from Miragefla and the German army. T-34 with 2 kills. Back here to reinforcing. Panzer IV the 56 kills sitting out from Miragefla and the German army. Catching the T-34 in the bad spot, and there you go. T-34 lands good in the Panzer IV, pushing him down to half health. Another hit then, there we go. Almost got Miragefla's ace Panzer IV number 2 there. Oh, gets away, gets away. Holy crap, that was close. Almost cost him that ace Panzer IV. There you go, to the battery on the field gun. Trying to get out of there, but it's not quite working out. Apparently, though, they managed to phase through the trees themselves. Having come one with them, or at least sufficiently bribed some squirrels to show them the way through. Turns out squirrels like what confused nuts. .65 is 139. Whorunbartertown's situation remains precarious. Ace Panzer IV being fixed up. Whorunbartertown can just say he's not really done a lot like major pushes in the north, to be honest. He just keeps taking it again. Miragefla clearly knows the way you can see sort of setting up his forces, so I feel like Whorunbartertown might be suffering a bit from the sun invasion near Miragefla, which of course Miragefla is more than happy to exploit here versus his opponent. Grenadiers moving ahead. Totally called in here by Miragefla. Quick shot there. Rifling off against the mortar. T-34 on the way there. Stug charging ahead, and the T-34 6 push down to half health. It's got the southern victory point. Still needs to grab the northern one. Somehow buy some time around the centre one as well. Yeah, for some reason again, Whorunbartertown rather than looking for like, you know, easy engagement, just keeps going for hard mode there by attacking straight into Miragefla. Feel like Whorunbartertown could be handling this a bit better. There you go. Panzer getting hammered there by rockets. Sector called the second one there. Go wiped out with the rockets. Panzer with the damaged engine. Jaeger command squad. Ace Panzer Marine there. 42 kills. T-54 hammers away. Field gun's about to get destroyed. Another T-54 almost done there for Bartertown, but again the north just seems to like not exist for him. Sturmgeschütz moving in. Another T-54 ready for Bartertown, the Red Army. The Stug charges ahead, backed up by the Panzergrenadiere. T-54 down to half health. Second one is around into the base. We'll see what he plans with that one. .65 versus 89. Panzer goes up north, hitting hit from the T-54 and 6. Mortar cleared out there some time ago. Blue Panther engaging the T-54. Stug misses unfortunately. Another grenade squad from Miragefla. T-54 down to half health in the southeast. Stug Katyusha, or T-54 Katyusha hanging about. Panther 4 shoots, misses. Stug shoots and misses as well. Wow, that Katyusha definitely used a little bit slack there. Almost got the T-34. One more shot and that thing's going to be toast. If they can hit those, of course. And there you go. Can't hit the Katyusha perhaps, but they can hit the T-34. 65 versus 79. And with that, Bartertown surrenders. Loss here for the Red Army. A victory for Germany, for Deutschland. An interesting change from Bartertown, but again, I feel like it was undermined by the fact he just kept attacking through this small area here. He didn't really use the north much. He didn't even try to like, go for deeper flanks here. He just kept attacking head on, which made it much easier for Miragefla to defend. So that's a problem there. Miragefla, I feel it was a bit better maneuvering there, and sort of, you know, was able to handle Bartertown better there. But it certainly was close at times, but in the end, Bartertown, I feel like, undermined his own chances of victory. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell a friend, tell a family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Linking. Cheers, and thank you for watching. Hope to see you all again for another exciting episode. Bye.